Hey everyone, we're back with more. Anyway, dudes, how you doing today? Did you sleep well? Is it too quiet now that me and my brother have left? Oh guys, Omega Theory lent me a bunch of games from my backlog, so that's gonna be great. Alright, well, we're gonna do our best not to kill these. Hurrying corpse. Stinky was hogging the couch. Isn't that normal? It's unclear what happened to this Turian. He had an ancient paper book with the Bostra outpost insignia printed on the cover.
I think we got him, Commander.
Need to go. Bugs aren't really even being all that hostile. Okay, so I don't know how I'm getting out of here. Yeah, you enjoying the quiet at least? I'm sure it was a lot more, it was a lot louder with, without us there. Or, yeah, it's a lot louder with us there. You weren't paying attention? You paid a lot of attention to him. Plus, he had us paying attention to him. Bailey's been okay since I got back, but I think I need. I think I need to take her back to the vet and get that blood test done because she's not gaining any weight, and I want to make sure she does. But I also don't have $400 to just drop on that. Maybe in September I will be able to. They were spending on thyroid pills for the cat. Yeah, I don't. I love Bailey, but that's a lot of money to put into a pet. I mean, I do it, but holy hell. That's a lot of money to put into your pet. She's lucky she's my best friend. She's a really good cat. Like, one of the best cats I've ever owned. I think around 500 is your limit on Pinky before you'd seek help. That was when I took her, but I still ended up paying without mentioning it to her. He's a really good cat, though. Yeah. I was really tired. I didn't even know he came to lay with me. I had no idea. But as long as he was happy. Idiot. The dad's cat, Stinky, is a really curious cat. Like, he's, what, 2 years old now? But this cat is so excited, it's so excited, so curious about everything and is excited to see everything. 5 years now. Oh, wow. Time flies. Got more to sell, I guess. That's the double clicking. Alright, what's going on here? Why are there mercenaries? These guys killing the Alliance soldiers? Oh look, there's a whole bunch of dudes here.
Look out!
That's one down.
Hold the line! Go, go, go! Hold the line! Hold the line!
Look at all these dudes just falling over. You know what? Away from that.
You must die!
Okay, she's done. Enemies everywhere. Ooh, look at that. There's lots of good stuff. He's very playful and loves tail time. He does love tail time. Your cat would absolutely run away and attack you if you tried to touch him, unless he came to you. And if he jumped up on the arm of your chair, he'd love you so much. But the second you move him or pick him up, he'd turn into Satan. That's Christine's experience with cats as well. Well, most of the cats I've ever owned, I think we only had one that was kind of bitchy, and that was Miss Kitty. She was a bit moody. But most of the cats we've owned have all been like really mellow. Like Bailey, she is.
I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
What all comes out? I'm listening. But I need you to put that gun down.
You don't understand! I don't want to kill anyone! I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams! I want the people who sent me to Akuz brought to justice!
I'll see
Can't
that
you
too.
see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Akuz. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out. The Thresher Maws, the scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
What kind of tests are we talking about?
You can't believe Toombs! He doesn't have any proof! I demand a fair trial!
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins? I have. They wanted to see what it would do. They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs secret tests like this. They treated me like a lab animal.
The second time we've heard
This is
Cerberus.
justice. This man deserves to die. So, are you going to kill me or not?
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me who I am. You got away with a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
We swore an oath when we put on this uniform. Would our unit want revenge or justice?
Hadn't thought of it like that. Okay. I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the 5th Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh. Toom stares morosely at the floor, lost in his memories. You give the scientist a shove towards the door. Your mission is complete. The Alliance course will take it from here. Hey! So he's upset that his squad died, and that Shepard kills his whole new squad on the way to the building. Gargle Master, you raised an excellent point. Just ignore that little detail, guys. Hello, by the way, welcome! He shows up in the middle of winter at the door and we never found his owners. We think he was abused because he didn't like people, or especially kids. Yes, Stinky doesn't like kids either, but that's because he's young and kids are very pushy. Alright, well that's that for that. I think that was a good outcome, don't you? I mean, minus the fact that his whole new crew died.
Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toom seems to have found some closure. Hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
There we go. Look at that resolution. Alright, let's explore some of these other planets in the solar system. Or at least, you know, look at them. Clencori. Clencori is a rock and ice planet with an atmosphere composed of chlorine and argon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of iron. There you go, dudes. Go to this planet. You want potassium. Clencori is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Coleman Shaw. He claims that a vision of a higher being told him to seek on Clencori the lost crypts of beings of light. These entities were supposedly created at the dawn of time to project organic life from the synthetic machine devils. Joel has been excavating on Clencori's toxic surface for 2 decades at great expense. No government has valued the world enough to evict his small army of mercenaries. Matriarch writings discovered scans of the planet Clencori revealed the cockpit of a Volus trading vessel. There are no signs of the rest of the ship, but the salvage team discovered one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings in ship systems. Most planets are just rock and ice? Yeah, that does seem to be a theme we're getting here. Junkro. Junkro is a hydrogen-helium or hydrogen-helium gas giant, with traces of chlorine and sodium in the upper atmosphere. Like Uranus in the Solar System, it is tipped on its side, its northern pole facing the star Newton. The gas giant appears to have a large concentration of hydrogen. You're in space, it's like tipped on its side to have like a thing. Sesmos. Like Uranus, it's tipped on its side. Sesmos is an ice dwarf world. It's composed almost entirely of frozen water. Normally, a planetoid this small would not rate inclusion in the system's charts, but Sesmos' unusually large and beautiful ring of ice crystals has made it a popular subject for visual artists. The ring is the result of a glancing equatorial impact, which left a large trench and threw a great deal of melted water into the atmosphere. The rings are a temporary feature that will completely decay in a few thousand years. Oh, well, that's pretty neat. You still like the human way? Shoot first and ask questions later? We haven't changed one bit. But I did ask questions. I didn't shoot first. Dudes, what's your favorite episode of Star Trek? Tungle. Tungle is a massive terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth, with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of iron, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. It's a mineralogical treasure trove, and many corporations are lobbying for mining rights. By 5150, that planet will be forgotten. It's true. Several attempts to chart Matul have been made, but none have been successful. By normal standards, it's a small rock planet. Matul has a dense atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and argon, with a surprising amount of water vapor. Fogs and rain are common on the barren, lifeless surface. Matul is pleasant enough to be considered a terraforming prospect, though its low mass and high radiation of the energetic blue star Herschel place it fairly far down on the list. Not you, the human race in general. In a Mirror Darkly. Which episode's that? You finished watching Enterprise? So now you're up to the modern Trek, but... Sorry. But you don't got a good way to watch Discovery or Picard legally without giving CBS money for being assholes? Oh no. Bluegun's hydrogen-helium atmosphere is given a fairly dramatic emerald tint by chlorine and ionized gases. It has nearly 100 moons. Bluegun, what the hell, dude? MSV Fidel. Is it a Kowloon-class ship? Yeah, Fidel is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to the standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research nodes attached. Private owner, Dr. R. Hart. Ah! Aha! This is, the guy, that Garrus is looking for. Enterprise has that episode. The Enterprise one where they get the Tellarites and Andorians to cooperate and find a sensor grid for the holographic Romulan drone. You like that one? I haven't watched Enterprise, so that sounds interesting. Okay, so we gotta bring Garrus. We have to. 8. There. Arena, hello! What? No, I'm back today. Look, guys, we're on another Kowloon-class ship. I was away for the weekend, Arena. I was driving home on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, we were driving home Monday. How are you, though? 6 less shields for that. Where you see the evil humans. You're good but tired. What you been up to this weekend? What'd you do? Alright, we're gonna use warp. Advanced warp. Singularity unlocked. What's singularity do? This exosphere dark energy creates an intense mass effect field. Nearby enemies and objects will be drawn into the singularity, unable to escape from its gravitational pull. Cut down some trees near your lawn? Good. Those damn trees need they had it coming. So I think for him we were working on first aid next. So let's do that. Though we might need to move on to electronics later. What level even am I? I'm on level 42. Is 50 the highest level? I do have a completed save file in this.
Finally, some action.
Oh, there we go. Level up. Oh, wow, that one's hard to go. Got him!
That's the last of them.
Enterprise Season 4 really turned you off. The entire series was 2 to 3 parters. Oh no. I can imagine actually watching it. Like weekly having quick hearings every week must have sucked. It must have been why it got cancelled. Just after Season 3 was one long episode. Yeah, that's definitely a big change from the others. I got to see the Avengers beta, and like graphically, I really like how the Avengers looks, but I'm not gonna, still not convinced I want to buy it.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
Ooh, should we let Garrus have him? We let Garrus have him, or should we let him go? What do you think? The guy keeps getting away and killing people. Obviously, the justice. You want to let him have him? Alright, what Daddy Garrus wants, Daddy Garrus gets.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
That was satisfying. Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
What? That's not what I was thinking.
I will, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Well, that's going to increase my Paragon level. Saleon's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. Pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. And head back to the Normandy. Okay, that didn't give me rebel points. They are silently in the background. She doesn't know what's going on. Armageddon 8. Or 7, that looks... I got a grenade. Ah, chameleon tool and an amp. Okay. Oh, no. Good. This is fucked up. Oh well. You always let most good guys go. That guy was not a good guy. Dudes, so I don't know if you were following earlier, but this guy here, Garrus, he was part of a police force, and he caught that guy growing organs inside of other people against their will, and then selling them on the black market. Anyway, when they went to go capture him, he ran away, and they never caught using hostages, and he never. All right, and then they haven't found him since. So the guy that we just killed there was not a good guy, by any means. Should we have just outright murdered him? Maybe? Yeah, they won't find him now, but they also won't ever have to worry about him murdering a bunch of people anymore. So. I mean, that's some Kira logic there from Death Note, but hey, it is what it is, right? Though, as Gandalf once said, don't be so quick to deal in death. Klabaka is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a hazy hydrocarbon atmosphere. Its surface is mainly composed of the chlorides with deposits of solid and liquid form hydrocarbons. You don't play games to be a good guy? You usually do as much chaos as you can? Is that why you want Wintry to lead your raids? Alright, we're done in the Kepler Verge. Let's head over to the Styx Theta. Why do we have to fly all the way around like that to get there? Okay, whatever. Hecaron. Kill the good guys, let the bad guys go. Well, we're doing our Goody Two-Shoe playthrough right now, where we have to let everyone go. Farthorl. A modest terrestrial planet, Farthorl has a thin atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The crust is mainly composed of sulfur and deposits of nickel. The terrain is extremely rough, a patchwork of craggy, overlapping craters dating back to the formation of the solar system. Farthorl is tidally locked to the star Acheron. The day side has never been fully mapped. Alti. Want Wintry to solo the raids while we watch? Altahi is an exceptional form of planet called a Roche world. Put simply, it's one half of a pair of small, unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altahi and Antahi. The atmosphere that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. This does not mean that one could fly away from fly from one to the other, but both have identical atmospheres. The dust from one can often be found on the other. Both worlds share an atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. The surface is warm and mainly composed of silica dust and dark basaltic rocks, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. Tidal effects from Ante create constant heavy wind. Alright. You mostly like the the chaos in these types of games. Okay, 11 gets us Garrus, 12 gets us Titan. Hopes that there's a full-on war. Oh, you know what? I actually leveled up in there, didn't I? I didn't even notice. Well, I did notice, obviously, but I didn't even put my point in. Alright, so we're gonna explore this little world. There's not much on this world. As you can see, it looks a lot like every other world we've been to. Yeah, I did level. Okay. Put our point here into Shock Trooper. Right in. You're gonna put your point into electronics. We're going with first aid. Okay, so there's only one thing to look at here, the listening post. However, this all looks like a giant Thresher Maw playground. I see this here on the map. Let's go mine this thing. Since I can see it, we're heading over to it. Dude, what do you think of all the planets we get to drive around in this? Dude, what's your favorite of Star Trek The Next Generation? Relics? Which one's relics? You've successfully surveyed a deposit of samarium. I would have thought All Good Things was your favorite episode. You like the Scotty cameo? Oh, is that the one where they find the Dyson sphere and Scotty's in it? Like, locked in the warp? Ah! Okay, I do remember that one. Yeah, I remember it. You think they closed the series off really well? Yeah. Is there a raid you can solo? In Pokemon Go there are. In FF14? Yes and no. You can solo old raids, but you can't really solo any in FF14. Any current raid. Barkley takes over the ship from the holodeck. I remember that. Matriarch writings recovered. This downed satellite is one of Matriarch Dilnaga's writings stored in its payload. Whether it was placed before or after its crash is uncertain. The fuck was that sound? Any Barkley episode in general is usually gold. It felt like an everyday character instead of focusing on the senior staff. I think that's what they were going for, and I agree. Barkley was a really good character. Oh look, Ragnar. Well, I guess letting them go wasn't a good plan, as they they immediately did what they said that they weren't going to do, and that's go to war. They're murdering people. I guess technically they haven't done anything. That maybe attack us the building that was here. But maybe they disrupted them. This is one we talked about the other day. Rebecca dies and Q sends him back to relive his academy days. Yeah, I remember that. I like it. Man, I had thought about playing the Mass Effect games, but after watching this, you won't be doing it. You won't be doing it? How come? You don't like how they play, or... There's some dead people here. You don't have to do all the things I'm doing. I'm just getting as much out of this as possible for you guys. That didn't go as well. Yeah, alright. I did it. Oh, Raptor 9 assault. Yeah, these types of things don't interest you? Is it the story that doesn't interest you, or like the gameplay? Because the story is really interesting. The first game doesn't do the story as much justice as it deserves, but it lays all the groundwork for later. I like ancient civilizations, such, so it's all fascinating to me. You also enjoy Q terminating Janeway because he wanted to mate with her. Yeah, that was something. And when she finds out, it's literally just touching fingertips. Well, you know what, Faye? That's okay. I'm so glad you're here to hang out with us, and you can see the games through me, and maybe they'll spark some interest in you the more I do. You really got sick of the trend of holodeck episodes? Like, Barclay uses the holodeck in a funny way. What about the episode where the Herosian invade and use the holodeck to take over the ship? When the crew finds Barclay's Deanna Troy's sex program, I remember that. Prodigy 8. Actually. None of these are better. Okay. It'd be better for you, though. Harpoon VI. Harpoon 8? Absolutely. Can you primarily use pistol or assault rifle? Enterprise has an episode that literally has Hitler propaganda as a cold open for an episode. Really? There's still there's people that still reference Hitler even in that far in the future, huh? Man, his actions had far-reaching consequences. You know what? Actually, that's good. It means that they haven't in the future they haven't just completely wiped them all out like that. Oh, okay. I see
Commander,
what you
you
mean.
see this? They just received a supply run 2 days ago. The Rachni worked fast.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
Checking. This base is supplied by drone freighters, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking.
Got it. It came from Argos Row.
Wherever it is, there's probably more Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Well, it looks like we're going on a Rachni head. The Rachni infestation on Altair seems to be a result of a supply drop from Argus Row. The logs downloaded from the freighter should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origins.
Mayday! 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 This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
X, hello! Ah, yeah, Species 8472, what they replicated the Starfleet was pretty cool. Yeah. I like that Species 8472, they were fun to watch. The episode, what was it, Scorpion, where they had a cliffhanger for an entire season. You had to wait till the next season started to watch it. That voice is really familiar. Hitler driving in New York City, being the benevolent leader after they won. They took actual footage of Hitler visiting New York City and voiced over the old-timey way of how great their new leader was for their country. I always enjoyed seeing the Borg stuff. Listen, if you get the chance, read the book, the Titan books about the Borg. Really good series. I can't read. That's true. I don't think you've ever been to prison, have you?